Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play on Farming Simulator 25 in the Hutan Pantai. We're going to start as a new farmer with 100,000 starting money. We're also going to take 100,000 loan, so that way it kind of washes out and we can actually start with zero. Alright, here we are. This is our farmhouse. There's Walter over there. Through this playthrough, and I guess on pretty much everybody he's basically our grandfather. So we're assuming we just graduated university and then came over here to take over the farm. So the first thing we'll do is we'll open up our finances and we will repay this $100,000 loan, which will put us over to $0. So now we are ready to start. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to clean up our farm a little bit. Some of this stuff we don't need, so we can sell it right now. That was basically just a decorative farmhouse. These sheds, unfortunately, aren't really in a position where you can actually use them for anything, and they're pretty small as well. So we'll get rid of that as well. I'm not happy with this particular shed, so I like to get rid of it and free up that real estate for something else. Excellent, that got rid of the firewood station. I don't even know we should call it that. Alright, I believe that's everything. Oh, you know what? We do have a honey, or bees here, but we don't have a pallet spawn point, so let's actually drop one of those. I'll head over to the animals, go over to the bees, and that's only $200, which is nice. How is this laid out? I'll put this over here so it's kind of out of the way but still easily accessible. We'll go with a free mode. And there we go. I don't think there's anything else we can sell. Let's explain the rules real quick for this playthrough. We are not allowed to take any loans, ever, so we can only spend what we have. We are also not allowed to lease any equipment. We can only purchase it in order to use it. If we want to expand our farm, which we do, we can only expand to farms or fields that are next to ours, so they have to be adjacent. For example, I can buy either 32, 33, 34, 29, 79, 51, or 25. And then eventually work my way out. This game does, or this map I should say, has 25 different collectibles, but the rule is I can only collect 2 collectibles per month, which should basically be 2 collectibles per episode. So the first one is right up this cliff. There's like a little gazebo over there. So we're going to head over there real quick and grab that first one. So that is our first 2, or our only 2 for this episode. I spent quite a bit of time looking around for them. I actually swam, since you can swim in this game now. Someone mentioned you could actually swim in the previous Farming Simulator 22 as well. But I never went in any water in those, so I don't know. But I swam this entire map along the shore to see if there were any more farm balls. And eventually I'll show you all the ones that I found. I think I found 17 of them, or 18, I'm not sure. All right, we're going to head over to the farm. I believe we have the rice that is ready to harvest. So we have 2 fields of rice, though one of the fields is kind of broken up into 2. So I always think of it as 3 fields. We're going to harvest and sell that rice real quick, and that will give us some money in order to, well, start making some purchases. There's a lot of stuff we need. And I don't know if you saw the prices when I was looking at the land, but man, is land expensive on this map. And since there aren't really a ton of mods yet, most of the equipment is also pretty expensive, so we're going to be flying through cash pretty quick. The economy is set on easy, because even at easy, you're not really raking up money very fast. You're still struggling to get stuff done. So we'll do what we can on our land, and once we've done everything, we'll probably have to run a lot of contracts for the first couple episodes until we can get enough income in that we can start, you know, actually building up our farm so that it's self-sustainable. I did turn the snow off. This map is supposed to be in kind of like Eastern Asia. So if that's the case, since we're so close to the ocean, I went ahead and, you know, just assumed, or at least we'll roleplay it as, where, you know, we're kind of more in a tropical zone type of area. We'll park here for now. And we're going to hop into this Izeki right here and harvest our rice. When you start out in the game, you start out with a seeder, a cultivator, a rice harvester, a rice planter right there behind us, and that white tractor. We also get 2 vehicles, that little moped there. There's a truck there that can also be changed into a flatbed, and of course we have a combine. But there's nothing in the 2 fields that we own as far as growing ready to harvest, so we'll have to plant something. If you haven't had a chance to play the new Farming Simulator 25 yet, or at least watch people play it on YouTube, the new helper system, I think, is actually so much better. And if we go over here from whether it's the AI worker or to ourselves, we can still use GPS, which I think is great. I don't want to do 3 headlands. I think 2 is going to be enough. We'll show the lines, so that way it makes it easier for us. And we're good. All right, locked onto that line. Am I even turned on? No, I'm not. I think I just wrecked a bunch of it. Awesome. Yeah, oh well. I ruined a good chunk of our rice. That's unfortunate because I kind of want that money. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these 3 fields of rice right here. And for you, it's going to be relatively quick because we'll do it in a time lapse. For me, it's going to take a little bit, but it won't be really all that long. This is a pretty quick or, you know, smooth process. So I'll see you guys when we're done. All right. We went ahead and finished harvesting all 3 of these fields. Unfortunately, I destroyed some of that rice earlier on, which is a pity. I don't know if you wouldn't have noticed it because it happened kind of quick, but when I brought the truck over, I was curious at the state of the field, and it only had a 47% bonus to yield. So hopefully on my next time around, as long as I can make sure it has enough water and fertilizer and everything else it needs, that hopefully I can get a much bigger percentage than 47. We're going to go ahead and park this real quick, but we're not going to park it where we got it. I think I am going to keep it over here for now. It's out of the way. So it's not in the city. There it is. All right, so we need to head all the way out there. On the way back, we'll stop off at the store and I think put a hitch on this truck and grab a water barrel so we can actually put some of the water in our greenhouses. we will repair it while we're here. Keep it running as best as we can. Trailer hitch. Yes, please. And change the color for free. Ooh, we can. Oh, do we want green? Red? All right, so we're out $500, but we have a hitch on there now. So, you know what? I like it better red. Definitely looks better than the white it was before. All right, so to get water, we have a couple options. First of all, we can buy a water dispenser, like a water tower, from the construction menu. But then we'll have to pay to put it down, and we'll have to pay to use water. And that just gets way too expensive. Our other option is we can drive out to where the ocean is. There's a couple beaches where you have access to water so that you can fill up your tanker there. Or there's a ramp in the city that goes down to the water, kind of like where you would load boats. At least that's what I'm assuming. That one's kind of nice too, easily accessible, and you can't really lose your tanker there. But what I have seen on a couple videos is people will make the smallest little rice paddy, literally I think 1 meter by 1 meter, whatever it ends up being, and they'll use that as a watering hole. And I just think that's phenomenal. That is a very powerful bush. Should have paid more attention, but man, that thing had some strength on it. So we'll go here for right now. And I think I'm going to put it right over here in this corner. So we need to go to... All right, there it is. Kind of, it's on the rice paddies are on the same screen or tab that olives and grapes are on. So I think right here would be the best. All right, so now we're going to press our right mouse button to finish it. And there is our little patty. Okay, we're going to run over here real quick. And we're going to flood it. And now we're just going to fill up our water from that. Hopefully this is big enough. There it is. Pretty simple. All right, we have our rice saplings going. That's fantastic. So by the time planting season comes in for the rice, we will have basically free saplings to plant more rice. I'm a big fan of free. Let's look for some contracts and make some cash. We have some baling. I have never used this before. Press round bales on the specified fields. This makes round bales, huh? Fertilizing. Hmm. So 2, 41, and 5. Those are all relatively pretty close to each other. So I'd have to buy the fertilizer for that. We can use their spreader. Which one's got the better? Well, they all have the exact same tractor and spreader. I think we'll do that. Any fertilizer we have left over, we can drop off at our farm, unload it, and then turn it in. Let us borrow this one. And then we'll accept these two. Now you can only take 3 contracts at a time. Weeding for 17,000. That is phenomenal. Dude, these are some just huge paydays. We'll actually go to the map. We're about to run to the store. We'll just teleport there. we have two choices when it comes to putting down a greenhouse. We have this large tarp greenhouse and this large glass greenhouse. And they are exactly the same thing. The only difference is the glass, in my opinion, looks a little bit better. But most importantly, the tarp is a lot cheaper. We're going to tuck it in as much as we can. And there we go. Throw some water in there and let them do its thing. So we did knock out a ton of contracts, which was great because, well, it allowed us to buy a greenhouse. It allowed us to buy a water tank, which is great. And we still have 52,000. So I think tomorrow we can look into getting a new tractor. We'll leave this right here. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.